What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Pool Kind of Boxing, coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing mind. So, Bud Crawford, what I'm saying, he did a double cross with the PBC, what I'm saying, he went on to sign on with Black Prime Boxing Promotions. And, everybody feel, everybody entitled to feel the way they want to feel, but what I'm saying? This shows that this fight is probably never going to happen because Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? He showed that he did bad business. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come to the table in good faith. And that shows that the PBC and Errol Spence Jr., they're not going to trust him again. And it kind of reminds me of when Demetrius Andrade, backed out the deal with Jamal Charlo when they supposed to fight, and they were negotiating, and he went to Rock Nation. And, you can't be a fighter on the level of Terence Crawford and do bad business because your name is your name, right? Because, your name pools. It has a lot of pull. It has a lot of respect, in the business world. And then when you burn those bridges, other people are looking at you and they don't really want to deal with you because they know that, you're not going to commit or you're not going to honor, the deal that's on the table. So you're supposed to just go like one deal at a time, so you're not supposed to be, outbidded by other suitors, especially of a fight of this magnitude, David Avanesian should never have been a choice. No matter if you're talking about you need a tune-up, then he would have said that from the beginning, that he needed a tune-up, or he would have fought, or Bud Crawford would have fought Keith Thurman, when they mentioned it last year. Keith Thurman, said he would fight Terence Crawford, but he needed 8 months. And Terence Crawford told me why not now? And see, that's something that Terence Crawford does, man. He's always like, trying to act like, just like when Errol Spence Jr. said, let's bet 100,000. Terence Crawford gonna say, I'll bet $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't believe this guy because he's always fronting, bro. And that's why I have this visceral dislike for him, because you can see how he's a front run. He just be fronting, in front of folks. But behind closed door, he's strategically trying to squirm his way out. And I can't respect that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, boxing's supposed to be like, gladiator. It's a gladiator sport, and you're supposed to have a certain amount of courage and a certain amount of integrity as a fighter, right? And what we see flooded into boxing now is a lot of opportunists who can get by on a lot of, bravado and a lot of tough guy, acting on the front, but on the back end, they strategically, trying to dodge their way out of dangerous competition. And that's why a lot of fighters now are coming out and saying that Terence Crawford isn't what we think he is. And now we see it, against David Avanesian. The fight was made just like that in the snap of a finger. But anybody who has the ability to possibly give Terence Crawford some trouble, then, there's a problem. Then it's all this, it's all these things that's thrown in the way until he can find a way out of the fight. And so I think this has exposed Terence Crawford. Much as I didn't want to believe it, I think this exposed who Terence Crawford is. He could keep doing what he's doing, but I just think that he's damaged his reputation. I think people see Terence Crawford differently right now. I think I don't see him as that killer. I don't see him as that dude that can really beat Errol Spence Jr. or Jerome Boots Ennis. I don't think he can compete even probably with Virgil Ortiz. I don't even think he want that smoke. And, from what I hear, he's getting beat up in sparring and shit. And So, even though I don't have nothing to qualify that or substantiate, but I'm looking at the way he moves. He moves like a dude that's on the tail end of his career. He moves like a dude who don't believe that he's the pound for pound number one WBO champion. He moves like a dude that's just hanging on to make money and retire. That's what he's moving like. And it's just a shame because sometimes when they say never meet your heroes, or they say never, people you look up to, because you can't see nothing behind that curtain. You can't see what's going on behind the curtain, bro. It takes a lot of shit to get up in that ring and fight, a guy like Errol Spence Jr. For all his haters, when Errol Spence Jr. beat up Ugas, that shit showed a lot of these guys that he was for real and that he was back, and he wasn't even 100% that fight, bro. So they knew what time it was, that he wasn't the Errol Spence Jr. that was drinking and off his game, or the injured. He had bounced back off that injury for the Danny Garcia fight. So that's the Spence that everybody they were expecting. But the Ugas fight was the worst thing that could have happened to Errol Spence Jr. because he went out there and he annihilated Eugenio Ugas, and he's a big physical welterweight. And they saw how EJ broke him down, and that sent shockwaves through the welterweight division. And that's why we see, Terence Crawford making these desperate moves, and that's why we're never going to see this fight, because Terence Crawford is never going to give Errol Spence Jr. the satisfaction of becoming the undisputed champion of the world, and he's definitely not going to let him whip his ass to get that done. But we're going to come on tonight, y'all, and but that's my look at it, and we'll chop it up some tonight. This has been Pool Counter Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. Peace.